Oh, for fuck's sake. They did two of these? I didn't know they did two of these. Okay, so this is a second dev diary that they released today. I guess maybe because they did two shorter ones. Yeah, so I'm not going to skip this one because it seems pretty important. These are combatant modifiers and more. So this is different than the raid and dungeon one I just did. So we will, this is going to be one really long video or two videos. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so TLDR, we are investing more than ever in our activity modifier systems. Activities will be updated with a library of modifiers that can change how you approach combat on every playthrough. Combatants will gain varied powers and buffs in order to create new gameplay threats and encourage changes in player strategy, especially for higher challenge levels. The problem. Today in Destiny, we are playing the same PvE activity repeatedly. It can feel like a chore, particularly when chasing a reward or following a narrative. Running through the latest exotic mission the second, third, and fourth time just doesn't feel fun enough to justify the time spent. Have we realized this with Encore this episode? Eventually, you know where each enemy spawns, where to fight them, and how to win any challenge. This is a component of Destiny 2 we want to greatly improve with Frontiers. Is it still codename Frontiers? Are they not calling it Frontiers? Okay. Keeping activities fresh and challenging each time you run them. A solution: improve the experience of replaying content by adding variety and unpredictability to each playthrough. Destiny 2 has added modifiers to activities since the launch of the first Nightfall. Who else remembers trying to wrangle Solar Shield Shanks in 2014 Archon Priest? With Codename Frontiers, we're investing more than ever in our modifier systems to improve the fun and challenge in activities. We are creating combatant-focused modifiers that change the way players approach combat on every playthrough. Banes, enemy modifiers, and combat modifiers. Banes. Interesting. Designing modifiers so they can combine to create a wide variety of experiences. Reduce barriers to entry and time to fun. Time to fun. That's an amazing metric. By reducing the number of build crafting necessary modifiers and replacing them with the new combat modifiers. So is this like less champions and more of whatever this is? Sure. Banes, also known as combatant affix modifiers. An enemy unit with a Bane will present a different challenge to players according to which Bane is affecting them. Enemies that spawn with these modifiers appear unpredictably during an activity, so each one will present a different challenge. Here are two of the Banes that will be releasing in Episode 2 Revenant as we start testing out this new system ahead of Codename Frontiers. Oh, so they're starting now. That's cool. Meteors and Shock. The Meteor's Bane gives combatant the ability to launch solar projectiles that can be shot down. Shock will continuously build up a charge that will discharge on a single target within line of sight. Killing a unit with this Bane causes it to spread to others nearby. They're Diablo. They're Diablo modifiers for elite packs and things, right? That's what this is. Okay. I don't have sound on for desktop, but we'll see how this goes. Good video quality. Okay, so it's the frickin' Centurion Meteor thing. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, that was something. All right. Here are the sneak previews of other in-development Banes we're working on or still development and subject to change. Berserk. Killing combatants with Berserk causes other enemy combatants to enrage. Diablo things. Okay, so that is the Berserk guy. So they're enraged. Sorry for the YouTube quality here. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, so they're purple. That means they're enraged, and they will kill you. Not great. To be fair, that was their fault. Punchable. Punchable combatants are immune to all range damage and damage from status effects until they are hit with a melee attack. All right, that's not a Diablo thing. I'll give them that. Punch him. Punch him. Do a punch. No, don't throw a grenade. Punch him. Punch him. There we go. Okay, he punched him. Nuclear. Once a unit with the Nuclear Bane reaches low health, it begins an arming sequence. If the unit is not defeated before the sequence completes, it explodes in a massive fiery shockwave. Yes, I love exploding enemies on death. Super fun. Well, it's sort of like that. Oh, low health. Okay. Still. Oh, God. Oh, God. Please. Nope. Yeah. I don't like that. This is... Things that blow up when they die are like my least favorite enemies. Okay. So enemy modifiers. Well, Banes will appear intermittently on individual units. Enemy modifiers can be used to change base aspects of all enemies in an activity. Adjust your strategies to account for an active enemy modifier, or you may end up flat-footed when something unexpected happens. For example, under a certain enemy modifier shipping in Revenant, some enemies may have copied some tricks about booby-trapping their drops from a famous Scorn Baron. Is this they're blowing up engrams? That's great. Okay. Combat modifiers. Modifiers aren't just about changing enemies, they can affect players too. Surge mods are a classic modifier type that's been used for years in Destiny ritual activities, but we've come to realize that too many forceful build crafting modifiers can become barriers for players. Yes. So we've been working to create new modifiers that are more accepting of a varied strategies and builds. More on those to come. Yeah, good. I'm kind of over surges, but FAQ. What about champions? Will they still exist? Will they have Banes? Yes, champions exist, but they won't have Banes. Okay, that's probably good. Can Banes stack? In Revenant, only one Bane can be present and an enemy at a time. In Revenant. So yeah, in Diablo, I'm playing the expansion right now, so this is fresh in my mind. You can have, 2 or 3, quote, Banes, modifiers on one thing at a time. So my guess is that they will start applying multiples to these. Not next season, but, Are you replacing all the old modifiers with these new ones? No, we're trying to strike a balance of keeping the best of the old modifiers that work well with the new ones. But these new modifiers raise the bar enough that we will most likely start to retire the older ones over time. Okay, I mean, yeah, some of these look pretty good. I prefer these champions at least, like just having to do one specific weapon that does one specific stun phase. I'm not terribly opposed to that. Oh, you can see my recommended YouTube videos, which rare video of what? Why do I have a September 11th video? What Dogman? Okay, I'm questioning the the what is this? Okay, only some of these are recommended. I do listen to this. I do love Olivia Rodrigo. I do like Racy Abrams. Anyway, so I think these are interesting, and I think they're more, better to implement than champions, but I'm curious to see how they will work in practice and if they will actually be interesting or not. I do think changing up the dynamic spawns and, enemies of things of certain activities will be good. I think they are trying to sort of mix up combat in a way that makes it less predictable. So I am in favor of anything that does that, and we will see how these work in practice. So probably do 2 separate videos for this if you're just starting this now. And yeah, so I was not expecting 2 of these at once, but cool. It's a good amount of information. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.